Welcome, everybody, to the Red Show Podcast. As you know, my name is Sam, and I have a special guest with me today.
I'm Nathan.
Alright, so this is the first episode of the Red Boulevard Podcast, ladies and gentlemen, boys, dolls, gals. So, here's how it's going to go down. There's going to be a weekly podcast every Friday. May not keep this promise at all, but who knows? Alright? For the reason for this podcast is just for me to bring on guests. For the first episode, Nathan is honored to be the first one on the Red Boulevard Podcast, to be my first guest. We're going to be talking about some different stuff here and there, but we're going to try and shoot for a half an hour with this whole thing so you guys can enjoy it. All in all, let's get started. So, Nathan, tell us a little bit about yourself. Don't say your last name for pedophiles and stalkers on the internet.
Oh, that's alright. I'm completely fine with pedophiles and stuff like that.
Actually, no, you shouldn't be, but continue on.
Alright, so I am a high schooler, I guess.
Well, yeah, me and this guy are high schools right now. Well, rising freshmen.
Rising freshmen entering the high school atmosphere.
Yeah,
exciting stuff.
We're about to become fresh meat.
Fresh meat, yes. That's
very true, very true.
I play tennis, have lots of hobbies. Sam's one of my good friends, and I'd like to help him out with all his techie stuff.
So, that's very cool, Nathan. First thing that we're going to be talking about is that we're going to be doing the Mac versus Windows. Nathan is the owner of a Mac, and I'm the owner of a Windows. Alright, so Mac sucks, dude.
Mac sucks. Suck is a very strong word to use for a Mac.
Dude, okay, let me understand something to you. Windows, you can, go into the code and you can, readjust everything, and it's more susceptible for more, you can go in and you can twist things, and also, I think it's more accessible to a user than Macs.
Accessible to a user.
And also, it's a more universal term, because some people, when they start up Macs, it's very hard for them to use.
What are you going to change onto your... I'm not saying that Macs are... Windows are better than Macs, or Macs are better than Windows, but Macs... for my purposes, Macs are just better than Windows, because they're faster, unless you get some, hardcore $1,000 desktop, which actually Macs cost around that much, right?
Yes, they actually do.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
But Macs are granted they aren't for gaming. They I don't know. Mac arguments aren't very that strong. They look cool. That's one.
Well, they have a sleek design to them.
They have this futuristic design.
But the thing with Windows, is that you can build your own Windows computer.
That's true. Yeah.
You can also get custom casings that you can build yourself. Mm-hmm. And all you need is to download the software and stuff like that. With Macs, is so shut down that I think you can't even open a Mac.
No, it's very hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
But how long have you had your last Windows computer for?
My last Windows? I've had it for about a year and a half now. So.
That was your most recent one. But your computer before that, how long did you have that?
It was a piece of shit because it was outdated for 7 years.
So the software was outdated?
Yeah.
All right.
The software was outdated, and also it was it was really, really old.
Alright, so it's already a really old computer, so we can't really use that as an example. But can you say that the standard Windows computer will only last for 3 years, 4 years?
Well,
5 years?
Well, it depends how you treat it, dude. You know, because it's
after a certain amount of time, the hardware is going to be all used up
and outdated. But it's it depends on what kind of user you are. Are you just looking for just business stuff? Because
let's say a mix, a moderate mix.
Probably you would update. Some people update updated to Windows 8 and got new stuff, so it kind of gave them better processing power with different stuff. like when they were looking up stuff. But I'm not a fan of Windows 8 personally.
Mm.
But I think just on a personal scale, like everything gets outdated once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like how many years have you had your Mac, dude?
7.
You've had your Mac for like 7 years. And it works fine, even though it's been you've been telling me that it's been like slowly dying over the past couple, like...
It's not that it's slowly dying, but our internet connection is totally shit. It's not that...
It's different because you and I live in the same neighborhood, and I have a pretty good internet connection.
I mean, it's different for every house, is it not?
True.
Because it depends on what you have. Verizon is, in my opinion, the best, fastest, basically everything. But our server, since we have so many electronic devices in our house, we don't have a big enough server for those electronic devices.
Things, yeah.
So if we upgrade our server, then everything will be fine. Just
you know what might be interesting is that, like, what if you had like one of those portable like server things? What are those things called?
I have no idea. I've seen a lot of those.
Like the commercials for them. I think AT&T has them where it's like, oh, it's a hotspot.
Oh, yeah.
Hotspot.
Hotspot.
You get your own personal hotspot. Maybe a bit pricey, but...
I mean, but then you can just update the whole server.
You could, but it might be actually a little bit inexpensive about... You know, like how some people actually do that now. Where they just buy hotspots instead of, like, getting, like, Cox or something. For internet server providers.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, also what, it's kind of like how people, like, they don't really have television anymore. They don't, like, get DirecTV. They, like, they either have, like, a computer or, like, something to watch, like, Netflix or Amazon.
That's the thing. The TV industry is sort of going down.
It's dying, dude.
It's dying. Like,
but at the same time, it's still, like, it's still kind of unlike its needs because it needs to have, like, better, like, TV shows for people to tune in. Dude, that's why there's been, like, so many good TV shows that have been coming out in the past couple of years, you know?
That's true, but the thing about... There are just some things that you can't watch on the computer, and that you have to watch on the TV, like...
Football. Football, yeah.
You can't... I mean, you can. It's possible to watch football games on the computer, but...
Yeah, like, sometimes when my dad is not at home or, like, by his computer, he, like, streams football on his phone.
Yeah, okay. On mobile devices and TVs, that's where you can watch.
But, like, one of the reasons why we have DirecTV is because of football.
Oh, really?
Because we have, like, that big, like, large-ass, like, football package that we get, where we get to see all the football channels.
Mm-hmm.
And because we're mainly my dad is a big football fan.
Right.
So we have that. But it varies for every single person, you know? We do, like, as you said about, like, the different houses. But, like, you can also... There's, like, thousands of, like, different crap that you can look up on the internet. Like, for example, YouTube. It's free, and you don't need to pay for anything. And you have, like, thousands of hours of just waste of, like, watching someone. Because of, like, a channel on YouTube is, like... Could be, like, thousands of hours.
They're saying that there's going to be some channels that they're going to be charging actually people for watching.
I think it's for the big ones. Because, like,
big ones
so many like Ray William Johnson and, like, all, like, maybe, like, the top 10 channels, I bet. Because so many people tune into that, they're probably going to have to charge them. Or, because it's, like, it's basically wasting money.
I doubt people are going to pay.
People are not going to do that. People aren't going to pay. That's the simple reason for it.
Actually, maybe 100,000.
Like, if 100,000 people pay,
I doubt
that's
that.
Still...
No.
Come on. We're talking about the world here. That's
10,000. I give...
You bet 10,000 people. That's a small number talking about the world's population, dude.
But not the whole world watches YouTube.
A large portion.
1 billion. Maybe.
Yeah.
1
billion people watch YouTube.
Individuals, yeah.
Like, I bet about, like, maybe give or take, like, 2.5 billion people watch YouTube.
No. Because I know that a little bit less than 1 billion people use Google.
The other people use Bing.
What?
and Yahoo, like, for web browsers.
Yeah.
And search engines.
Mm-hmm.
So, one kind of, like... But still, you can go into Bing and type in YouTube and still get YouTube. But also there's that random-ass, like, Bing videos that hook you up to,
that's one of the main reasons I hate Bing. Oh, my God.
You know, there's this thing I saw on the internet about, like, someone saying the most searched thing on Bing is Google.
And I don't think that's true, but that's funny. Because that's what I do. Whenever, like, the preset for a desktop is Bing, I always just type in Google and Bing.
I don't understand why at our school the basis of the computers is Bing.
I mean, we could switch that. It's
freely. But why is that the default setting?
That's the default setting for all. Actually, we're sort of going away from the original topic, but that's...
Well, we can talk whatever the hell we want. Yeah, it's our podcast. But
so that all Windows computers have like or what I think, they all have like a preset of Bing as their.
Alright, and sorry, back there for a second. There was some audio issues. So if we're a tad bit louder, just turn down the volume because there are some differences in the recording issues. But continuing on, what were you talking about, Nathan?
No idea. I think we're talking about how Windows computers have like the preset as
at our school there's a preset for
I think it's for all Windows computers.
I don't know, because I think you have to download a web browser.
Download a web browser?
No, or like a search engine when you get a computer, if I'm correct on that.
I doubt it.
Actually, yeah, because I think...
No, because
I remember that once I got a Windows my new computer, it came with Internet Explorer.
Because Apple, they signed a deal with Google that like I think that actually all companies have to do it if they want Google as their Google to run on their computers. So I don't know. Google's I don't understand this. Like, Windows computers have a preset of Bing as their default browser. That's all I know. But you can change that to Google.
Yeah, it's easily done. You just download Google Chrome and...
You don't even have to download it. You can just go to, like, the settings in the top right. Just go there, go and click settings, and change your default browser.
Oh, yeah. True.
I don't know, but schools don't like that.
Yeah. I don't understand why they choose Bing, because Bing is more susceptible to viruses and stuff.
Mm.
You know?
But that's the point. You're not supposed to be like doing anything on school computers.
But you can go basically the school computers basically say like, hey, you can't go on these like Facebook or social networking sites. But they don't.
Everybody does it.
Everybody does, and people have figured out how to get around it easily. Like I think you type something in like the UTRL box. You type in like a specific like set of numbers or like.
What the hell?
I'm serious. You can ask people, and
people just like type in Facebook.com.
And sometimes, yeah, but sometimes people get around. Well, sometimes where like maybe the settings weren't set for that specific computer. So it's like
I've never gone to that. Maybe in like I don't know.
You know, it was funny because I saw like 3 people on Facebook in the library.
And
it's just
like I see people like having like StarCraft competitions.
That's bullshit.
You, during lunchtime, go to the library, and they'll be having StarCraft competitions.
Wait, on separate laptop computers? Because,
yeah.
Dude, like, people have even tried to download Minecraft on the school computers, and, like, the school computers can't even run them. Because it's, like, it's so glitchy and laggy. And even with you see people have even downloaded 64-bit Java, and still the computers can't run them.
Mm. Of course, like the school computers have like some, they have like some restrictions on them. Like you can't go to certain sites.
What I believe happens is that since there's so many computers at our school that they buy them in bulk and they say like, all right, we want these specific things on every single computer. So they try to make them have the minimal amount of things that the computer needs to run for the school.
Right.
And then it like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
So that it works like that, you know?
Yeah, Microsoft is getting... I don't know, some of the things that Microsoft's done is getting too... It's pretty messy. Like the... what's the new... Xbox One? That stuff. What's your opinion about that, Sam?
Okay. Well, they actually changed their rules. Did you hear about that?
What do you mean,
You know,
rules?
about how, like, you have to pay to get, like, share a game with someone?
They never said that. They have said you have to,
Yes, they did.
They said you have to pay...
you have to pay extra to share a game with someone. Like, if
what do you mean?
Because, like, you know how, like, some games, what they have is they have, like, a code that says, register your game.
Yeah.
Like, how you get, like, a PC game, register your game, and you have to type in the code, or, like, if you get, like, an Adobe product, and you buy it at, like, the store, and it gives you, like, a code, and you have to type in the code.
Yeah.
So that it takes away that product that was made. So for activate your game, you need to download it and type in the code for the Xbox. I believe that's one of the ways that it happened for this console generation. And what happened was that what Xbox said was that if you want to share it with someone, you can go, that's out of, like, your family sharing policy. They charge you extra. Because with you putting in that code, it says, oh, hey, who is that person? I'm going to charge you extra for the game. So it's like a $10 charge, $5 to $10 charge. I forget the price for it. But yeah. And what happened was that all those shitty things that they talked about, they dropped. Because the internet rebelled so much. They're like, our sales are gonna die.
Not just sales, their fans. Already most of their fans died.
Yeah. But
I didn't hear about that, so...
You did it?
I didn't hear about that.
There's, like, famous moments in gaming history, dude. Because, like, the entire, like...
I think everybody was just too mad to notice.
Yeah.
They had to make it more public then.
Mm-hmm. But the thing that... sorry about that table smack. But what happened was that they dropped family sharing. Did you hear about that?
No.
You can pick 10 people that have an Xbox all around the world. Like, once you get an Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they were planning on doing. If you had 10 people that had an Xbox One, you can send your game up to on the cloud. Like, if you buy one copy of a game, type in that code that I talked to you about. And then you can go over to, like, little cousin Jimmy's house that has an Xbox One, and you can play your game that you downloaded on your Xbox One if he's a part of your family sharing policy. So it was kind of, like, universal about sharing. So that's why I kind of understand where Xbox was coming on that, where it's like, if the family sharing policy doesn't go that way, then it's because of this reason. That didn't make any sense. But the reason, if you're not part of the family sharing policy and you have to get charged extra, I kind of understand that now. But at the same time, it would have been like a revolution in gaming if that family sharing thing was still on. But now we're kind of heading back to the dark ages of gaming, you know?
Oh yeah, the dark ages. I remember those days.
Try to have to blow wind into the cartridge.
Yeah, I know, like...
Oh, jeez. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But, continuing on. Time for a little story time. Next segue, next topic. So, when Nathan and I were around, when we first met each other, it was like 6th grade, dude?
I think so.
Yeah, in Miss Reynolds' class.
Crazy woman.
Crazy woman. Crazy woman. Continuing on. Me and him saw a cover of a book, and it was a guy holding a crossbow, and the guy who was shooting a crossbow at a guy had a bow. And then me and him had the argument about...
Wait, the guy with the crossbow was shooting the guy with the bow.
Yes.
Alright.
It was from that Ranger's Apprentice series books.
Yeah, the Ranger's Apprentice.
Yeah, series. It was like the 6th one or something like that. There's like 10 or 12 of them, if I'm right on that one.
Yeah, 12. Something like that.
Yeah, there's like somewhere around that area.
Well, there's like 10 of the series and like 2 other like discs out there.
So Nathan and I had
You
about
are a tired boy.
I am. I went to sleep at like 4 last night, dude.
Wow.
Because I'm tired. I'm a man that needs to do stuff at 4 o'clock in the morning, and don't make anything sexual about that, you sick bastard. Continuing on, so I said that the crossbow would probably be better than the bow, and then basically we got the entire grade of 6th grade to go take sides in this whole feud that me and this guy had. It was a large amount of people in 6th grade that sided, on different sides.
5 people.
It wasn't 5 people!
Who else? I just thought it was just me, you, and that was it. Did you tell other people?
Yeah, remember I got other people. I talked to, I went to Miss Reynolds' class, and, it was during reading, remember? And, I went to different people, and I'm like, hey, what do you think is this? And then we kind of had, a class discussion about it a little bit.
I didn't remember.
You don't Dude, you have the worst freaking memory in the world.
What?
Yeah. Again! But,
That's just bad hearing. That wasn't memory. Whatever, go ahead.
Dude, it's You have no idea what we've been through with this whole crossbow and...
All I know is that I won the argument.
No! The crossbow is better than the bow.
I think that... Okay, what are the perks of being a crossbowman? I'm not talking about those freaking modern crossbows where you get, this explosive tip and you can shoot it any goddamn place you want and everybody dies. I'm talking about, the medieval crossbows versus the medieval longbow.
The crossbows are a ton more accurate.
You are not... Okay.
Than having a bow.
That depends.
That depends. You can get your own sight, and you can shoot down the crossbow a lot more accurate than the bow. But also, the crossbow is more adept for beginners.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because, you can just pick it up.
That's true.
But the bow takes a long time to train.
That's true.
It takes, So, those are my points. What are yours?
Alright. Let's make a scenario here. We have 2 people. One person is an expert longbowman. And another person is an expert crossbowman. And they're set, I don't know, a mile away from each other, right? Mm-hmm. Who's gonna win?
A mile? What is it like?
A mile away.
Like the forest?
No, I don't know, whatever. A field.
They're in
a field.
Okay.
That's good.
How about this? They're in a gigantic coliseum. And if one of them kills for the last person to survive gets hot women. Okay. Now, these guys are trained in the crossbow and the bow.
Mm-hmm. Experts.
Experts, years of training. So, it would take, if an expert was a crossbowman, you know how sometimes it takes a long time to reach back on the crossbow, because of pounds. But if a person is an expert in the crossbow, he can pull that string back really quickly.
But even if you're extremely quick on the crossbow, it's going to take at least 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Medieval crossbows. I don't know about these modern crossbows, but medieval crossbows take at least 10 seconds. The average time was 20 to 30 seconds. But I'm saying, the quickest... This guy's, the quickest crossbow reloader in world history.
In the world, yeah.
10 seconds. minimum.
10 seconds?
Minimum to reload that crossbow.
Okay.
So that means he gets one shot and then he's dead. He's dead.
Okay, how about we do this? Both of them have one arrow.
Alright, fine.
And they would have to kill each other with one arrow.
But see, that sort of differ. Both of them are going to have more than one arrow in a battle.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just say, for the sake of argument, that they only have one arrow.
Okay.
So the crossbow. So wait, I don't have a clear understanding of the scenario here. It's just in the Coliseum. Is there anything in the Coliseum? Anything you can hide behind?
It's a plain field of just dirt.
Just dirt? Alright. So, the crossbowman is only going to be able to... Actually, it's going to be like a 10-second battle?
Yeah, 10-second battle.
Probably 10-second battle. I don't know. Then they're both pretty equal, are they not?
Well, we should let the comments decide, my good friend.
I mean, in that battle, aren't they the same? Because
I think the crossbow would win.
How would it beat the other bow? Because they're both literally they release this arrow at the same time. They're both maybe.
No, it says okay. They take 10 paces. No, not that.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, let's put some obstacles in here. Okay, there's like I don't know. There's a wall. There's a wall. There's 4 walls in the Coliseum,
and there's
they can hide behind
6 tigers. 6 tigers. I think 6 tigers would do enough.
Okay, fine.
And they have laser beams on their heads.
I have laser beams. Oh, great.
Yeah, I think we've hit the half-an-hour mark.
Have we already?
We've actually hit the half-an-hour mark.
Oh.
Alright.
Alright then.
So, this might be left till next Friday. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a nice day.
Hashtag longbows better.
Hashtag crossbows better. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to do whatever you want. Have a nice day. First episode of the Red Boulevard Podcast, and of course, signing off.